Okay then, Andrea, I'm going to ask you one question within the car. First question I'm going to ask you is, could you tell me how you check the tyres?
You will arrive at your destination at 1:11 p.m.
So I ask you, can you tell me how you check the tyres, make sure they're roadworthy before setting off on a journey?
Check for any cuts or bulges. There has to be 1.6 millimeter tread depth, of course the circumference and the 3/4 of tyre.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yep, that's good enough for me. Alright, thank you very much. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a mock test. Okay, so your test is going to last 38-40 minutes as you drive an examiner advise you. So they say the test can last between 38 and 40 minutes. It's going to be a variation of different kinds of roads and traffic scenarios. I do expect you to follow the road ahead at all times, unless either road signs or road markings direct you otherwise. I will give you instructions in plenty of time. If you don't understand where we're going, please ask and I will repeat the instruction for you. You'll do up to 20 minutes of independent driving, which we're going to start with anyway. You're going to do one manoeuvre chosen at random, and we may do the emergency stop depending on time.
Yeah.
Okay? All clear?
Yeah.
Alright, so Andrea, when you're all ready, I like to turn the vehicle on. I like to move off when safe to do so.
Yeah.
And I like to follow the sat nav just to begin with, please, okay?
Okay.
After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4534, midway. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit. After 400 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, B4534, midway. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
That is correct.
After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, B4006, midway. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. After 250 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, B4534, Whitehill Way. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4534, Whitehill Way.
Towards the M4.
That's correct, yeah.
Enter the roundabout and take the third exit. After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the first exit, B4553, Tewkesbury Way. Enter the roundabout and take the first exit. After 300 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, Pennants Way.
Third exit.
Enter the roundabout and take the third exit. Take the exit, then enter the roundabout and take the first exit. After 100 yards, enter the roundabout and take the first exit, Stokesa Drive. Enter the roundabout and take the first exit. After 200 yards, turn right. Turn right, Stokesa Drive. End of the road, turn left, Flint Hill, then you have reached your destination.
Okay, Andrea, can you park on the left by that next lamppost on the left? Now don't worry about being opposite the junction on this occasion, okay? So please park on the left, just by that lamppost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay, and then drive on when safe to do so.
Turn left, Flint Hill, then you have reached your destination.
Okay, I'll direct you as normal now, so thank you.
You have reached your destination.
End of the road, turn
Flint
right.
Hill.
Cut the junction, old man. Then end of the road, please turn left. Follow the road ahead, second exit. Turn left, first exit, the barn field. And then the next roundabout, please turn right, second exit. So right, second exit at this roundabout, please.
Yeah.
Exit, the road markings are extremely poor, so roundabout going to turn right as we're going into B&Q, so turn in right. And then the road markings are extremely poor, we're going to follow the road round to our right.
Okay.
And then you can drive into any of the bays your choice on the right. Okay, is that you done?
No. I need to check. I'm in.
Okay, thank you. And then reverse back out to our left. Thank you, and then drive on. to our left and we come to a roundabout, I'd like you to turn left, first exit. Roundabout, I'd like to turn left, first exit. We come to another roundabout, I'd like to turn left, first exit for North Star. Roundabout, I'd like us to turn left, first exit. Roundabout, we're going to turn right, second exit, follow the signs to Robbourne. I know the sign says it's straight on, but I promise you, regard it as right, second exit, please.
Second exit?
Yeah, right, second exit.
Do that one now.
That is correct.
Am I in the wrong lane then?
That is correct. Just before that next big traffic sign, the roundabout sign, just park on the left. Thank you. And then drive on when safe to do so. First exit. Citroen C1, I think it is. No, it's a Peugeot, same thing. So park on the left before that Peugeot. That'll do, that's fine. Lovely, thank you very much. And then drive on when safe to do so. Turn left. Next lamppost on the left, which is opposite the 24-hour gym sign. So just park on the left with that next lamppost on the left. Yeah. Yep. Handbrake then, put it in neutral. Right, if you just turn off the engine for us. Lovely, that's the end of your test. Now what do you reckon I'm going to say to you?
I failed.
Failed on what?
Was that when I was speeding?
Right, so you got to watch your speeding, definitely.
Yeah, I realised.
Now, this is an awkward one. This would be, because I'm not a driving examiner, this would be under examiner's discretion. Now, you have sped twice. Now, I honestly reckon you would have sped quite badly on the approach to Bruce Street Bridges. So you're on the Great Western Way, which is only a 30 mile an hour. So you're just on the Bay Park, you just turn left on the roundabout. Okay, you're coming onto like Great Western Way, and that I promise you is only a 30 mile an hour. So by B&Q, by like Travel Lodge, all
I saw a sign. There's a sign that says 30 there, isn't it?
Yeah, but you like sped up, and then what saved you was there's loads of like queuing traffic, so that's had to make you slow down. Now, if that traffic wouldn't have been there, I can almost guarantee, I can't guarantee because none of us will ever know, but I would bet everything that I own that you would have spared on that road.
I would have as well, because it looks like an area that shouldn't be a 30.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so at least we're both honest and on the same track. All right.
Yeah.
But there was traffic, so it did slow you down. So that would definitely be a minor. All right. Yeah. Now the issue is now on Acres Way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're coming out. I'm looking at the speedo thinking, don't speed, mate. Please don't speed. You took it to 35, and then you've realised you've bit your hand, and then you've like slowed right down. So you're only on 35 for a very short period of time. Now, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I know that people have sped on that road on test, and the examiners have shown leniency, but that would be the examiner's discretion. if it was me, and I'm quite brutal, I would fail you. Yeah? But there is a possibility that potentially you could pass with that scenario.
I'm not going to do that there. I'm not going to risk it.
No, but if it was me, and you know, if you had a fixed speed camera there, if there was a fixed speed camera there and it caught you at that precise time doing 35, then obviously then you are going to get a speeding ticket. All right. Otherwise, it wasn't a bad drive. You have stalled a couple of times.
Sorry.
All right, no worries. You can undo the window, mate. If you want to undo the window, mine's fully down.
Yeah, I'm so hot.
Right, so I'll go through it in order. So your first fault, minor, would be turning right, heading towards 2 Ill. You got a great big roundabout.
Yeah.
Turning right, third exit, heading towards 2 Ill on the independent drive, following the sat nav, and basically you never signalled right. Now you're really lucky; it has had no effect on anybody, and then you decided to indicate left to show you coming off once you've gone past the second exit, which was definitely your saving grace. And then we were a little bit
at that fat roundabout where I was going.
Oh, don't be fat, because I'm fat.
I'm not.
Yeah, it is a big roundabout. Yeah, a fat, large. Yeah.
The one where I was on the right lane and then I went and I didn't signal.
Correct.
At least I know.
All right. Well, yeah, and you can watch it back anyway. You can watch it back as many times as you want, because I will send you the whole video. So it's a bit wide, also on the left emerge. So basically, we're turning left on a T junction. Okay, we just parked up on the left opposite the school. Now sometimes the examiners, he or she, will fundamentally break the rules, because ideally you should not park opposite a junction or near a junction. You're supposed to be 10 metres away from it, but we were only there for a very short period of time, and at the time of day no one should be coming out, which they didn't. So we literally parked on the left opposite the school just so I can get you to do a hill start for the purpose of the exercise. So I wanted you to do a hill start there. So that's the perfect place for me to test your ability, so that's why I've done it.
Can I do it?
Yeah, so what I'm trying to get at is your driving examiner won't trick you. So if they say to you park on the left by the lamppost, disregard the junction opposite, then that's not a trick. They ain't going to turn around to say at the end of the test, oh, you shouldn't have parked there, because you're opposite a junction, So just to clarify that. So anyway, we're turning left there by the old pub, and basically you're just a little bit too wide. You just want to make sure you follow the bend of the curb round. Then we come to the end of the road, turn right. Cool, where that old boy cut the junction, so you held back. That was good, because if you would have been like aggressive, then we might have ended up hitting him. Not physically, with the car. And then
I would have hit him if you wanted me to. If you wanted.
No, I don't condone violence. And then we come to the end of the road. Just before we're going to go on to like the Great Western Way, and we're turning left. And again, you're just a little bit too wide, so make sure again you follow the bend of the curb. The mouth of the junctions are pretty large. Just make sure you follow the bend of the curb round, because what you're doing is you're going to encourage a car or a motorbike or something to come up on the inside of you.
So keep to the curb.
Yeah, which you normally do, but for whatever reason on them two junctions you decided not to. Okay, then you stalled at the Mannington roundabout.
Yeah, that fucking pissed me off. That. Oh.
All right.
I was like thinking to myself, like, don't stall, because that roundabout pisses me off so much. I feel so like. It
is a very aggressive roundabout. Yeah, I'm not going to deny that for 1 second. When you decided to go, it was the correct thing to do, because the car. Before we went, like, there was a slight opportunity and the car's like roared off, which wasn't ideal, so I'm glad you didn't go then. Just obviously wait until it's safe. When you did decide to go, it was safe, and obviously unfortunately just come off clutch too fast, which has consequently made a stall. Fair play, you pulled yourself back together. I never said anything, you know, because I'm not being nasty. Your examiner wouldn't say anything, not because they're nasty, because you might do that in real life, and you need to make sure that you can compose yourself and move off again safely, you know, which you did. So fair play. Not ideal, so you will get a minor for obviously stalling.
I stalled again.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a sec. And then just be careful, right? So like I said to you, okay, so the roundabout, we're going to turn right, second exit, the mini roundabout, and you're like, so here, but I don't know where that is. Yeah, so in your mind, you'll know what you're saying, but obviously the person that sat next to you isn't. So here, well, I don't know where that is. So like your position wasn't ideal on that roundabout. It was okay, but just be careful. Yeah, you're asking me right on top of the junction. So here, and I'm like, well, where's here?
I realised I think I was in the wrong lane.
No, your position was over to the right. You were maybe a tiny bit biased to the left, but it's a mini roundabout and you're not interfering with any other road user, so it's okay. Your bay park are put in brackets. This is not a minor. It was just a bit quick coming in.
Yeah, I know.
You're in second gear and you just like come flying in. It was all right, but not ideal. Then we come out. Why would you want to go in second gear on an approach to a real
I forgot
tight...
I was on second gear. It's not my fault.
Well, whose fault is it then?
No, the cars.
The car. We put it in second gear.
Me, but
right,
I
there you
forgot
go
I
then.
put it in second gear.
Oh, no, trust you. It's never your fault. But anyway, I'm not being funny. I keep it in first gear coming out of that car park all day long. Yeah.
And when you're parking first gear.
I wouldn't suggest getting first gear. Correct. It just slows it all down. You don't want to come in at 10 miles an hour.
I did get into that bay park, did I not?
That's what I said. That's why I put it in brackets. Yeah, so I haven't penalised you, but I just want to make you aware of the situation. And even you said that, you know, it's a bit fast coming in.
Yeah.
Then when we come out, I just would have left it in first gear in that car park. I wouldn't have got second gear. So we're coming to the end of the car park. We're turning left at the mini roundabout, which is, you can't even see it. And we've stalled because your gear was, too high for your speed. Now, it hasn't affected anybody. We did have a motorbike behind us, but it was really quite far back. Yeah, the motorbike, you know, did catch us up, but then you started moving, so you didn't like have a meltdown in the middle of the road. All right, and then we come to the roundabout, going onto the Great Western Way. We're turning left. Your signals come off. Just make sure you reapply it. So remember, the signal's not to benefit you, it's to benefit everyone else. Yeah, you know how frustrating it is when you're at a roundabout and someone doesn't indicate. So please don't become that person. So it's not your fault the signals come off, but it is your fault that you didn't put it back on.
Yeah.
Now, as we discussed, be careful your speed on Bruce Street bridges on approach. Yeah, because you blatantly would have sped, as we both discussed earlier and you agreed. So I appreciate your honesty. And then the roundabout by the Esso station, I said where the roadworks were, I said to you, roundabout, turn right, second exit. I said disregard the traffic sign even though it shows it's ahead. And your positioning was not ideal. Now, in your defense, again, you know, you haven't interfered in anything, but it would have been so much better if you would have kept your car over to the right. So if your examiner gives you some advice, even though I'm not an examiner, but if your driving instructor, that's me, tells you to treat this roundabout as a right turn, second exit, then you definitely want to be in the right-hand lane.
Yeah.
Whereas you in the right, and then you brought it over to the left a bit too soon. You said, am I in the wrong lane? And I said, that is correct. Yeah, it would have been better to keep the car over to the left. Again, you haven't affected anything, so that's tiny bit of a grey area